My name is Elvira, and my topic for today is my favorite book. Hello, everyone! Last weekend, I went to visit my grandparents who lived far away from my house with my family. It took us 6 hours to reach there. We greeted and hugged each other before we sat down for a cup of tea. My grandmother baked some cookies for us. They were yummy. We spent some quality time together, which was long lost due to the outbreak of COVID-19. My grandmother told us that she loves to look at old recipe books because she likes to cook new dishes for my grandfather from time to time. My mother told us that she loves to read fashion magazines, which cover international, local fashion, and beauty trends and news. They asked about my favorite book. That's when I couldn't think of one to answer them. Then my mom told me that they used to read me a bedtime story when I was a little kid. It clicked my curiosity. So when we went home, the first thing I did was to look for the book that my mom mentioned. I searched ups and downs until I found it. It's Aesop's Fables. I held it in my hands. I sat on the couch and flipped the first page. I read about the dog and the shadow, a fable about a dog who attacks his own shadow to get a larger piece of meat, which ends up having nothing. It tells us that it is foolish to be greedy. Then I read about the tortoise and the hare, which teaches us never give up. It tells us that slow and steady wins the race. Next, the ants and the grasshopper, which tells us that we should work hard and play hard, but always be prepared. Then I read about the north wind and the sun, which the warm sun proves to the cold wind that persuasion is better than force. The crow and the pitcher, which tells us there's always a way and that persistence is the key to solving any problem. It says that if your first solution doesn't solve the problem, think of another solution. Keep trying until you get an answer. After all, it's better than doing nothing at all. These stories taught us moral values, and they certainly brought a lot of good old memories to me. I couldn't help smiling while reading it. I kept on reading for hours until my mom called me to help her to prepare dinner. I realized I had been busy doing other things and playing with my smart gadgets that I forgot about reading. Even during the implementation of movement control order for the last 2 years. I watched my favorite K-dramas and I played online games. I never thought of reading a book. So, I promised myself that I will start reading the story to my younger siblings from now on. My parents told me that books can influence the way we think and the actions we take. But reading can also teach us things that help us to better understand ourselves, why we do things, and why we are the way we are. It also helps us to increase our understanding of the world around us and the people who live in it. The positive result is improvement in our own self-awareness and emotional intelligence. This is the story that I want to share with you all. Thank you and stay safe.